And we've got a JV matchup here. We're going to do a quick test run of this. As you see the scoreboard below on the bottom, we have your time on the clock will be listed along with your scores. It is Summersville JV against the Laquey Hornets located up near Rollo. We'll try to keep you informed here with the camera angles. We got one on the left-hand side and here on the right-hand side. As you'll see coming across that screen, it'll be Cash. Give you a quick rundown of who's on the Summersville JV squad. We've got Kohler Ashlock, Cash Cooper, Brody Buttress. We've got Zach Thomas and Josh Fisk out on the floor. They are in the white. A quick save there, but goes into the hands of the Laquey Hornets. They're going to drive up the middle of the floor off their feet, and it's going to be Summersville basketball. Let us know down in the chat if you see anything or if you're not hearing anything properly. I'll be keeping an eye on that. We'll have a small delay on those available for you. Once again, we'll try to keep and do our best we can with the score. As JV will be our trial run here as we get ready for the varsity matchup. This will be a full JV game, and that full JV game will be here right before the varsity matchup of the Laquey Hornets. Josh Fisk with that three-point shot off the mark. Rebound by Laquey. From the arc, no good. Kohler Ashlock pulls down that rebound. Almost loses the ball. Cash will retrieve it, and they'll take it up the floor. Shot is off the mark. Defense from Summersville Wildcats is holding the Laquey Hornets steady at 0 points so far. Finding a hole, Laquey does, and they get 2 points on the board. Once again, we'll keep you more informed about what that current time is. It might be off with a few seconds with our system and relay. Zach Thomas with a nice pass down from Brody Buttress and under the goal, up for 2. Nice defense there from Summersville. They're going to work their way up the floor, and there'll be a foul on Laquey. It's the first team foul. Pass down to Kohler Ashlock, and it's good from the corner, giving another score for the Summersville Wildcats, making a total there 6 here in the first quarter. Laquey finds the right side and off the board, off the mark, and it's going to come up with a rebound from Brody Buttress. Brody's going to push it over to Cash, and Cash will take it up the floor. Cash drive to the right side, off the board, no good. Rebound, Kohler Ashlock passes back out to Josh Fisk, and it looks like the Wildcats will set up their offense once again. Summersville will have to keep an eye on their play time, as you notice that there's only 9 players total for JV and varsity. So when the game comes to a conclusion, they're going to have to keep track of each player's quarters as they enter into the varsity matchup, and that's why you'll see some of the players only being able to play certain areas at that time being. There'll be a substitution for Laquey Hornets. as the ball is knocked out of bounds. Once again, we have time left here in this first quarter. 6-2, Summersville on top. Score is on the bottom of your screen, as Summersville is wearing white and Laquey is wearing red. Nice little hands there from Josh Fisk as he quickly addresses and grabs that ball. That'll be a quick timeout. We're going to take a timeout here as well.
Hungry? Grab a bite. Shorty's Rollin' Grill, famous for his smash burgers. And don't forget to add the sides when you conveniently call in ahead or order on site. Shorty's Rollin' Grill, famous for their smash burgers, is located on the square in Summersville. They have breakfast and lunch items. Come find them conveniently located next to the post office and get your order in. It's a great hot lunch with a small town price. Shorty's Rollin' Grill.
Ball puts back into play here as Summersville will take the ball in. Doing a quick shout out to Hunter Ashlock, taking care of your scoreboard and time underneath. We appreciate that. Laquey will inbound the ball, be off the mark, rebound by Kohler Ashlock. Passes over to Cash. Cash is going to take it up on the left side of the floor. We got 1:45 in the first quarter. There'll be another team foul against Laquey there, be the third team foul, and once again we have referees are going to do their fine job at making sure this game is played well and isolated to the point of where there's not going to be any too much body contact. Josh Fisk wide open on the right-hand side of the three-point off mark. Brody Buttress comes up with the rebound. Zach Thomas will shoot over three off the mark. Summersville rebounds again, and again as the shot is off, Brody will pull that ball down. And it'll be knocked out of bounds. Ball's going to be turned over. Laquey comes up with it, drives down the right-hand side layup, and it's good. Turnover once again. Another turnover on this side. Summersville basketball. Another turnover here results in Laquey basketball. It's going to see them go walk around as we're doing a man-to-man defense. They'll drive in, but Brody is going to draw that. As the other referee says, the hands was on top. So that'll be a jump ball. It is going to still remain Laquey underneath their goal. Once again, we'll try to keep you as much as possible with these camera angles as they're being switched around, and I'm gonna adjust those for the varsity game. So in case one does not get switched, you'll be able to see still full action on the basketball program. Ball is gonna be thrown out of bounds. It is going to come up as Laquey basketball here in the first quarter. Score is tied 6-6. Laquey will try to close out this first quarter, and they do drain a three. Summersville will try to quickly return that. Zach Thomas from the arc, and will not hit, and it will fall short, therefore giving you a final score in the first quarter, 9-6 Laquey over the Summersville Wildcats. We'll be back after a message from these sponsors.
Raleigh Fertilizer and Lime Spray, right here in Hartsville, proudly supports our local farmers in and surrounding areas. They deliver quality fertilizer and expert lime spreading to help your ground produce its best for your crops, your cattle, and your family. When you need dependable service that keeps your land thriving, trust the team at Raleigh. Raleigh Fertilizer and Lime Spreading, growing stronger farms one field at a time.
What's that?
Current Incorporated is located in West Plains, and they
go to the
service
bottom,
homes along
scroll
with
down to the
all
bottom.
surrounding areas.
Bottom
They
left will
provide
show
services ranging
you
from electrical, heating and
that
air
option to
conditioning
switch it
service
to
and installation,
whatever time it needs
duct
to be.
cleaning, custom ductwork fabrication, propane and natural gas piping, and much more. They are a high-speed internet service provider for local residents and businesses. Along with that, Current Inc. provides a large selection of IT services and camera system installations. For a detailed list of their products and services, look up Current Inc. on the web or on their Facebook page. Current Inc., thank you for your support.
Starting the second quarter here, Summersville is trailing by 3, and we're going to see in the ball game. Will be checked in is Colton Bruttress for his brother Brody. Micah is going to be checked in for Cash Cooper, and they're going to get their quarter in here in the JV matchup. Once again, players can only play 6 quarters total when it comes down to a night of basketball, and that includes varsity into JV. Ball's going to be knocked off the knee of Polar Ashlock, and it'll be Laquey basketball. Summersville is going to hold a full court press here. Sorry, she's gone. Zach Thomas with the rebound, takes it up the floor here as this ball game is played in Summersville. Once again, Summersville did snow routes. Polar Ashlock with a 3. We'll make a quick adjustment on this camera for you guys so you can see more of the ball game action. There's a 3 from Laquey, giving a total of 14 now on that score. Micah drives the ball into the paint on the right-hand side with a nice little up and hook shot and gets 2 points there. Ball's going to be thrown out of bounds. It'll be Summersville basketball. I'll be going to the line for 2. Summersville with their second team foul here in the second quarter. We're going to step off the microphone for a minute and get things adjusted. Looks like we had a few back-to-back 3s here. Cameras should be all adjusted just for you. Let me know if you like the angles better as we are able to see more of the floor. And check it out. Jump shot is no good as Laquey will now take the basketball up the floor. Another 3 is no good, but Laquey will come up with the rebound. They're going to go up on the left-hand side, and the basket's going to be off as he is hacked. He'll go to the line for 2. Micah comes up with that rebound. The ball is going to be taken on the right-hand side. Micah goes over and passes to Josh Fisk, and now they're going to set their offense up as they set around the perimeter. Laquey will come from the arc and shoot another three, making a total of 23 here in this second quarter. We keep your time down to the bottom right-hand side as both camera angles are switched. You can see the score there. Summersville is in the black and gold. Laquey is in the red and white. Kohler Ashrock will come up with that ball. He just passes deep down to Zach Thomas. Will find Colton Buttress in the middle. Will draw the foul. He'll go to the line for two. Laquey will pass the ball in, will break through their press against Summersville. Laquey now will set up their offense here. Drive in the middle of the paint. Basket no good. Micah with a nice solid rebound. He's going to draw a foul. It'll be Laquey's fourth team foul. Now even up on those team fouls. We get 4 for Summersville and 4 for Laquey. Once again, 1:45 time is in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Summersville in the white, Laquey in the red. The ball's going to end up Laquey underneath Summersville's goal, and they're going to drive up the right side of the floor all the way in, and they're going to be calling a foul on that play as Laquey will go to the line. That foul is going to go against Josh Fisk. It's his second personal foul, making Summersville's 5th team foul. First shot is good. Second shot is good. Colton Buttress is now driving the ball up the floor for the Summersville Wildcats. Summersville setting up their offense here to put Zach Thomas down in the corner, and he does get that ball in, and he drains a 3. That again is Zach Thomas. Laquey now will take the ball up the floor. Summersville's doing a man-to-man defense, and they're going to call a foul here on Summersville. That'll bring just some confusion there on the foul count. When you look on the scoreboard, showing Summersville with 3 on their team, and sometimes it gets a little confusing when you notice there on the bottom if it's on their team or the other team. And Josh Fisk gets that 3-point range, and he sinks that one, making it within 3 points here in the first half of the ball game for the Summersville Wildcats in this JV matchup. Good board there from Colton Buttress. As we have 20 seconds remaining here on this clock, we'll see if we can get one shot in here to close out this first half and maybe get this game tied up and get the Summersville's passion back into action. We're going to find Color Ashlock back to Zach Thomas, and he's going to shoot a 3. And there will be a foul called on that 3-point shot. Will bring him to the line for 3 here with a nice time of relaxation. Maybe we'll get those 3 points in and tie this match up here going into the half. First shot is off the mark. Currently in, we have Colton and Micah both checked in for Brody and Cash before this second quarter to give Cash and Brody a complete quarter out of the game, as they're being very strategic in the varsity matchup, as once again you can only play 6 total quarters in a night when it comes down to basketball. And just for those of you, to make you aware that the foul counts this year, as many years in the past, is a 5 total for the team, giving you bonuses now, double bonuses. Laquey will then drive that ball in, and they're going to be pulling it up and give a final 2 points there, a total in the first half, 27-23. Laquey over the Summersville Wildcats. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back following these messages for the second half of JV basketball. Once again, we'll have a full JV matchup here with a full varsity matchup.
At West Plains Bank and Trust Company, we're proud to serve Mountain View, Liberty Branch, and Houston with trusted hometown banking. From checking and savings to loans, mobile banking, and financial guidance, you'll find everything you need right here. Make your money count and place it in the trusted hands of West Plains Bank and Trust Company, where your future is our priority. Protect what matters, mostly with Shelter Insurance agent Erica Barnett Wiseman. From auto and home to life insurance, Erica provides dependable coverage with personal local care. A proud Summersville graduate as she's investing back into her community. It's one family, one policy at a time. For protection you can trust and service that feels like home, call Erica Barnett Wiseman at Shelter Insurance today. Hunt's Long Range, owned and operated by Ryan Hunt. It's not your typical gunsmith. They provide high-end rifles, premium gear, and trusted equipment for all your hunting and self-defense needs. From precision builds to top-tier ammo, we're your one-stop shop for serious shooters. Get the reliability, accuracy, and performance your next hunt, your next personal protection demands. Hunt's Long Range, the business with the right equipment every time. Redneck Woodworking, owned and operated by Michael Connor. If you're looking for a new build, a custom build, or even just the cabinetries to help out with the build that you had someone else do, Redneck Woodworking can help you out. They do offer dumpster rentals as well during those remodels and construction times. Redneck Woodworking can turn your house into a home. Contact Michael today by searching Redneck Woodworking on Facebook. Jay's Automotive and Towing, located in Houston, Missouri. They serve the community of Houston and surrounding areas. From your minor to even some major repairs, contact Jay's Automotive. And if your vehicle breaks down or you need AAA service, you can contact Jay's Automotive and Towing. They'll be glad to get you back in your car again. At Security Bank, your financial confidence comes first. From checking and saving accounts, home loans, business lending, and easy-to-use mobile banking, we're here to help your money work smarter. Need to deposit a check, transfer funds, or plan for the future? You can visit all of our locations in and the surrounding areas of Summersville. Our local team is ready to guide you with trusted service and real solutions. Security Bank, secure today, stronger tomorrow.
Current Incorporated is located in West Plains, and they serve West Plains along with all surrounding areas. They provide services ranging from electrical, heating and air conditioning service and installation, duct cleaning, custom ductwork fabrication, propane and natural gas piping, and much more. They are a high-speed internet service provider for local residents and businesses. Along with that, Current Inc. provides a large selection of IT services and camera system installations. For our detailed list of their products and services, look up Current Inc. on the web or on their Facebook page. Current Inc., thank you for your support.
On the go, drop-in convenience has you covered. Fuel up fast with premium gas and diesel, then head inside for hot, fresh pizza, your favorite snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Whether you're starting your morning, hitting the road, or grabbing a quick bite, Drop-In Convenience is your one-stop shop for everything you need. Open 24 hours a day. Quick, easy, and always friendly. Drop-In Convenience. Drop in, fuel up, and get going. Raleigh Fertilizer and Lime Spreading, right here in Hartshorn, proudly supports our local farmers in and surrounding areas. They deliver quality fertilizer and expert lime spreading to help your ground produce its best for your crops, your cattle, and your family. When you need dependable service that keeps your land thriving, trust the team at Brawley. Brawley Fertilizer and Lime Spreading, growing stronger farms one field at a time. Hungry? Grab a bite. Shorty's Rollin' Grill, famous for his smash burgers. And don't forget to add the sides when you conveniently call in ahead or order on site. Shorty's Rollin' Grill, famous for their smash burgers, is located on the square in Summersville. They have breakfast and lunch items. Come find them conveniently located next to the post office and get your order in. It's a great hot lunch with a small town price. Shorty's Rollin' Grill.
All right, back for the second half of basketball. It's going to be Laquey basketball, and they're going to take the ball in, and that'll be no good. We have in the game for Summersville, Reed Pfeiffer, Colton Buttress, Micah Cooper, Zach Thomas, and Josh Fisk. Reed will drive that ball in on the right-hand side, and Pfeiffer scores 2. Laquey will return their favor and get 2 more to their score. Total now 29-25. Laquey still on top. Looking at making this a solid basketball game here tonight in Summersville. Zach Thomas with a deep 3, no good. Laquey will come up with the rebound. There'll be a foul called on the floor. Once again, we're going to keep you up to date as much as we can, trying to do all things here with the camera and the scoreboard and all that we have lined up for you. All right, now we have Summersville basketball. Colton Buttress in the middle, drives on the right, does not make it. Laquey will retrieve that basketball. They're going to drive it up now down their floor, all the way in, and there's going to be a drain the bucket for 2. Ball's going to be passed down to, intended for Zach Thomas. He's going to be knocked down. Be a foul against Laquey, their first team foul here in the third quarter. As Reed Pfeiffer with the basketball up in the middle, and that'll be good for 2. Laquey will quickly retrieve the ball, get it across half court within a matter of 2 seconds. And they'll pass the ball down on the right-hand side, and no good. Colton Buttress will come up with that ball, and he'll drive up to the left-hand side of the floor. That's Zach Thomas off the mark for a 3. Going to be passed into Josh Fisk. Back out to Reed Pfeiffer. Reed with the basketball on the left-hand side, wide open layup, in for 2. Total now 29 for Summersville. Reed's going to have a little quick hand-me grab there on the half-court mark. Be a foul against Tim. That is going to be the second team foul and his second personal foul. Be a quick substitution in for Laquey. Laquey will pass it around, do a quick screen game as Summersville's doing a man-to-man defense. It's going to be knocked out of bounds off Laquey's hands. It'll be Summersville basketball. There'll be a timeout on the floor. We'll take a quick timeout as well here on this wonderful morning.
On the go, drop-in convenience has you covered. Fuel up fast with premium gas and diesel, then head inside for hot, fresh pizza, your favorite snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Whether you're starting your morning, hitting the road, or grabbing a quick bite, Drop-in Convenience is your one-stop shop for everything you need. Open 24 hours a day. Quick, easy, and always friendly. Drop-in Convenience. Drop in, fuel up, and get going. Hunt's Long Range, owned and operated by Ryan Hunt. It's not your typical gunsmith. They provide high-end rifles, premium gear, and trusted equipment for all your hunting and self-defense needs. From precision builds to top-tier ammo, we're your one-stop shop for serious shooters. Get the reliability, accuracy, and performance your next hunt, your next personal protection demands. Hunt's Long Range, the business with the right equipment every time.
Summersville will have the basketball. Laquey will try to show a full court press here. Summersville will get it across half court, find Reed Pfeiffer on the right-hand side. He will find Micah underneath on the right and look up and in for a nice basket off the board for two. They're going to call that foul on Reed Pfeiffer as he's riding a little close in the referee's opinion. Laquey drive on the right-hand side, and they're going to call a foul on Summersville. It'll be against Josh Fisk. It is his third personal foul, and that is the fourth team foul. Laquey will pass the ball in and will just make a nice and easy three as Summersville was still trying to get set on defense down there. Josh Fisk with the basketball, down to Colton Buttress, finds Micah Cooper on the right-hand side, up and in off the board for two. Colton Buttress with a nice defensive play there as he drives that ball over on the right-hand side, passes to Reed Pfeiffer off the board. That's going to be off the mark. Laquey is going to get that ball. They are going to call a foul on Summersville. All right, now we got that confusion all settled away. It'll be Laquey basketball going to the line for two, making the first one here, now shooting for the second one. And the second one is good. Colton Buttress finding Mike in the middle. They'll be off the back of the rim. Laquey ends up with the rebound. Looking down the floor. Ball's off the backside of Laquey's player. Looking underneath, nice pass, and that is going to be up and in for Laquey with 2. Zach Thomas will shoot and miss. There'll be a foul on the play down here against Laquey. It'll be Summersville basketball. A few technical difficulties on this controller, not allowing the cameras to switch at the proper time, so we'll be working on that here in the varsity matchup. So if the camera is not adjusting, that is a technical difficulty that we are slightly having here. That shot is up and in from Colton Buttress as he'll score for 2. Laquey around the perimeter will shoot and miss. Summersville will hit it off their hands, knock out of bounds against the Laquey's bench. With 1:42 remaining here in the third quarter. There'll be a walking violation against Laquey. It'll now end up as Summersville basketball. Micah passes down to Zach Thomas in the corner for a 3 off the backside of the rim. He rebounded by Colton Buttress, passes back up to the top to Reed Pfeiffer, and he drains it for a 3. Closing that lead by 2 from Laquey. There'll be a timeout on the floor, and we want to thank our sponsors for all their work they are doing. We have 2 levels of sponsorship here that the Summersville basketball program went around and sold. Once again, 100% of the profit went right to the Summersville Wildcat basketball program. Not a dime went into anyone's pocket. It went right 100% to those Summersville athletes that you see on the floor to help out with some of their equipment, to help out with some of their needs. These are our gold sponsorships that we have available that have taken advantage of those. We want to thank each and every one of them, and you'll see them throughout the game as we want to thank them. Also, our platinum sponsors. These are the ones that you'll be seeing commercials for in between quarters or timeouts or even in between games. Once again, this is allowing you to have your opportunity gathered together here on this day of a nice basketball matchup. It's been nice. And you have a week being snowed in and not much activity and things are going on. People wanting to get out of the house. So if you are wanting to make your way to the Summersville basketball game, there's still time for a varsity matchup tonight as the concession stand is opened up, and the concession stand will be helping those there inside the junior class of Summersville. Reed Pfeiffer driving down, finding Micah, dribbles 1 up and in, and that basket is good. Now we are tied here in the third quarter. Summersville is keeping this ball game tight. Laquey will drive up the left-hand side and will try to look for a shot. We'll pass it back out. 30 seconds remain. There'll be a walking violation, turning the ball over for Laquey, and it'll be now Summersville basketball. Pass down to Micah. Mike will find Reed. Reed will drive up the middle of the floor. Try to make the pass down to Josh Fisk down here in the right bottom corner of your screen. He knocked out of bounds. Now passing the ball in will be Summersville underneath their goal. Colton Buttress will line up from the three-point line. Will off the mark. Laquey will come up with the rebound. They're going to drive across here with a few seconds left, and will be the basket off the board. That'll be Josh Fisk with a nice rebound, and Reed will try to do a full-court shot, and the basket is off the mark. That leaves you with a final score here in the third quarter with 1 quarter remaining. 40-40, tied up here with Wildcat basketball.
Protect what matters, mostly with Shelter Insurance agents Erica Barnett Wiseman. From auto and home to life insurance, Erica provides dependable coverage with personal local care. A proud Summersville graduate as she is investing back into her community. It's one family, one policy at a time. For protection you can trust and service that feels like home, call Erica Barnett Wiseman at Shelter Insurance today.
Starting the fourth quarter, we've got Kohler Ashlock. We also have Josh Fisk here, Brody Buttress, Zach Thomas, and Cash Cooper. Basket is going to be off. Laquey will come up with the rebound. Laquey will shoot it off the back of the board. Cash will come up with the rebound and will just attempt to throw it down the floor, but just rolls off their fingers. There'll be a foul against Summersville. We'll do a quick reset. We're going to do a quick unplug and plug in here on this keypad to make sure that we get the camera angles to switch when we need to.
That gives them power.
All right, those two shots are good for Laquey as they will increase the lead by 2 now. Summersville with the basketball. That is Cash Cooper looking for Josh Fisk underneath. He'll shoot the ball off the backboard and miss, and it'll be a foul. On Josh Fisk. That is his 4th personal foul and the 2nd team foul.
Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. I'm going to yell at him.
Laquey with the basketball. Setting in a nice little screen and roll. Little shoot from the arc. No good. Zach Thomas with the rebound. He'll drive up on the right-hand side. He'll pass to Cash Cooper. Cash will look back, pull back out, set an offense up. They're doing a man-to-man defense against Summersville. That's Brody Buttress over here on the bottom of your screen. And there'll be a walking violation against Summersville. It'll be ending up as Laquey basketball. Laquey down with a 3-point off the mark, but they'll come up with the board and pull the ball back out. Summersville showing a man-to-man defense here. Laquey misses. Kohler Ashlock pulls down that board, passes over to Cash Cooper on the top of your screen. Cash will drive it in on the left-hand side, will draw a foul. He'll go to the line for 2. That is Laquey's second team foul. Once again, Cash Cooper here tonight on the line for 2. First shot no good. Cash here for his second one. It is good. Laquey will now quickly get the ball down the floor, but off their hands, it'll end up being Summersville basketball. Laquey will pull back to the half-court mark to pick up their man at that position. We have Cash Cooper will be bringing the ball up the floor. Kohler Ashlock to Brody, down to Cash, back to Josh. Josh will miss his target up to Zach, and will find the hands of the Laquey athlete who will drive in for a right-handed layup. Cash Cooper with the ball, over to Brody. Makes an aggressive take there, Josh Fisk, and he will draw a foul going to the line now for his 2 baskets. That is Laquey's second team foul. And Josh's first free throw is good. We appreciate you, Debbie, for watching in tonight, and those others who are here watching for the ball game, or even if you're rewatching the game. We appreciate every one of you here watching these athletes. Second shot is off the mark. Brody will come up with the board. Laquey will come up with the second board if that ball is missed. Kohler Ashlock will retrieve that ball. We'll pass over to Cash Cooper. Cash now will now drive the ball from the top of your screen. He'll try to make the way to the basket, but he'll be fouled as Laquey is using their body, stopping that momentum. We have about 3:59 here in this fourth and final quarter. Brody Buttress, again, that is in. Do not mistake him for his brother Colton. Same way when you get to the varsity matchup, you'll have Malachi and Micah as the brothers. This is quite the sibling duo. There'll be a foul down here against Summersville. That'll be against Laquey, as they'll be trying to retrieve that ball. So here's a quick sibling run of the duos. We have Malachi, who's a senior, Micah, who is a sophomore, and they have siblings as well of Brody and Colton Buttress. And then you have siblings of Cash Cooper and Kaylee Cooper, who is a cheerleader. And there's our cousins in the mixes, but there is your rundown of the different variations of siblings when you have the games here. Kohler Ashlock will drive the ball in on the right-hand side. We'll miss that one up. Laquey will then retrieve it. So now we set up their offense down here with a little over 3 minutes here in this fourth and final quarter. Laquey will shoot from the arc, no good, but they will come up with the board as they are going to call a travel as he finds his position on the floor after retrieving that basketball. And when you make body contact after your feet are contacted, it'll be drawing a foul. We'll be back after a word from these sponsors.
At West Plains Bank and Trust Company, we're proud to serve Mountain View, Liberty Branch, and Houston with trusted hometown banking. From checking and savings to loans, mobile banking, and financial guidance, you'll find everything you need right here. Make your money count and place it in the trusted hands of West Plains Bank and Trust Company, where your future is our priority.
Summersville will try to get that ball possession and make something of it, and will not. Laquey will then recover that basketball. Laquey's bench coach is telling them to hold up, find a good shot here, and they do. On the left-hand side, the basket will be up and good. 46-42. Summersville's gonna have to make something here happen. Brody finds Josh on the right-hand side and will not get that ball to sink, but Josh, and the intensity he has, runs after the ball to ensure that he did not have a turnover there, giving Summersville possession after that jump ball. Kohler Ashlock now at the top of the point. We'll find Brody Buttress. Pass back to Kohler. Kohler to Josh. Josh to Cash in the bottom right. And he drains the three. Breaks that lead just by one for Laquey ahead at this final quarter here. Laquey will work fast inside the paint and will draw two as Summersville will inbound the ball. Kohler passes down to Zach. Zach up to Brody. Brody over to Cash. Cash down to Josh. Josh will look, shot fake, pull in, off the board, low, good. Ball's gonna be knocked off of Brody's hand, and it will be Laquey basketball. Looks like Summersville's doing a full court man here. And they're gonna get across half court and determine on what they are going to do. Try to hold the ball, or are they going to penetrate for more? Working it around the paint and the perimeter. But there will be a quick timeout called from Laquey to address their team's strategy here. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Protect what matters, mostly with Shelter Insurance agent Erica Barnett Wiseman. From auto and home to life insurance, Erica provides dependable coverage with personal local care. A proud Summersville graduate as she is investing back into her community. It's one family, one policy at a time. For protection you can trust and service that feels like home, call Erica Barnett Wiseman at Shelter Insurance today. At West Plains Bank and Trust Company, we're proud to serve Mountain View, Liberty Branch, and Houston with trusted hometown banking. From checking and savings to loans, mobile banking, and financial guidance, you'll find everything you need right here. Make your money count and place it in the trusted hands of West Plains Bank and Trust Company, where your future is our priority.
.114 here in the fourth quarter, 48-45, up by 3. Laquey leads this as they're going to inbound the ball. Let's see if they're going to try to figure out how to hold this, or if they're going to add more points to the scoreboard, and see if Summersville can come up with a recovery here. as we are just one basket away from tying this ball game up. 2 possessions from taking the lead. Laquey is going to choose to pass, but Cash Cooper is going to knock the ball out off of Laquey's knee, and it will be Summersville basketball. Let me pass again from the score tables up there on the top left-hand corner of your screen. That'll be Cash Cooper there, passing it into Kohler Ashlock. Down in the bottom left is Zach Thomas. The bottom right is Brody Buttress, and the far right corner moving his way this way is Josh Fisk. Josh has the ball here in the bottom of your screen. Try to find the ball to Zach Thomas. Zach will then hit the ball and will knock it out of bounds. Laquey on the top of your screen now with the basketball. Over by their bench. As Kohler was trying to retrieve that basketball, they are going to call a foul on Kohler Ashlock. Doing okay, still only third personal foul and third team foul. Ball will be passed in and into the hands of Laquey, but they're going to call a reach. And that is going to go on Kohler Ashlock. It'll be his 4th personal foul and 4th team foul. Again, we're going to have to think strategy here within 24 seconds in this 4th quarter. Cash will quickly draw that foul, making it the 5th team foul. It'll be a double bonuses here. 7 seconds here in this 4th quarter. So right now we're down by 3. Laquey, if they make these 2 baskets, it's going to seal the deal. Currently is a now 2 possession ball game in order to get this score where Summersville needs to do, but with a quick recovery with 7 seconds. A good ball game as Summersville quit matching up and tying the ball game up, and Laquey will strain that second one, giving you 50-45 here as we close out this 4th quarter of the ball game. Cash will just do a quick pull-up 3, and it'll fall short. Final score, 50-45, Laquey over the Summersville Wildcats here in this JV matchup. We're going to end this broadcast, and then we're going to start a brand new broadcast for the varsity matchup. So once again, you can watch last night's ball game on this channel. You will be able to watch tonight's varsity contest by joining this channel once again. That'll be tonight as we end this 50-45 Hornets over the Wildcats. Thank you to our sponsors and everyone who participated in this. Hunter Ashlock for the fine work doing the scoreboard.